Hi everybody, it's Amy at Crafty Cat, and I'm back to play around in our little accordion tag journal that we made yesterday. I have inked this a little bit to play with it. I wanted to show you guys if you ink with a thin paper like this and you kind of go in swirly curls or whatever, it rolls the paper so that it'll do that whole look. So I really like that. So that is a good thing. So how you guys? I'm doing well. It's the same day for me. Obviously, I've got the same shirt on. But yeah, I went and had lunch and feel better. So I'm gonna continue on with this because we got lots of stuff going on this week. So I just wanted to get some videos on the go. And if I'm not here every day, just know that it's probably because of some project or, like I have a doctor's appointment, I have Easter coming, you know, so it's probably just that I got caught up doing something. Who knows? I do try to get all the videos, but you know, it's life. So I'm going to rough up a lot of these edges here, because some of it you're still going to see, some of it you won't. Well, I'll probably leave a lot of the cardboard pretty visible because I like it. So what do you guys got going on? Anything fun? Gonna ding the corners. Hubby's working on gutters again, so if you hear, that's what he's doing. Like I said, eventually we're gonna paint, and so he's just trying to get them all cleaned out, fixed up, you know, stuff like that. Put screens over the top of a lot of them. I am really enjoying these. I'm sure you can tell that this is right up my alley, this kind of stuff. I don't know why I don't do it more. It's like you get in your little rut and you get, you know, just making whatever you always make, and you don't really like that. That's cool. How does that? But anyway, and don't do something new, and then you try something new and it's like, oh, that's a lot of fun. So just, you know, messing it up a little bit. Because it's so even on the bottom, I want to mess it up so that it, you know, sort of looks like it all goes together instead of being perfectly straight. I don't want to cut too much on the sides there, because knowing my luck, I'll cut right through it. Makes it look more interesting, right? And also whatever papers we put on it, and if we hang them out in certain spots, it'll make it look older and interesting. Bang on those corners so they aren't so pointy. Okay, so on the front, I think I want to use this lady, and this is one of my People of the Past digital, but I need to figure out what all else I'm going to do. So probably going to start with, you know, the collaging thing like I do. Look at how that's all broken. I like it. This is out of some magazine, old magazine that I got or have had for a while. I want to keep a lot of that broken edge, so hopefully, I don't know, we'll see. It does disintegrate. don't know what year this is from. This one was just floating around in my pile of old magazines. Oh, come on. Oh, you little stinker. That piece is just doesn't want to. It doesn't want to play. I need to bing this up a little bit more down here. Yeah, I guess I'm going to just have to forget that piece because it's one with the glue stick right now. I don't want to dig my fingers in it. And then if you take your little folding tool, if you have one of these, or you can use a credit card, and just kind of go in the little grooves, then you can see the corrugated cardboard. And you don't have to go in every single one. It just kind of looks neat. But this paper is definitely breaking. We might put something over it too. Well, I know I'm going to put down a little gesso. But I might put a little matte medium on there too, because that one's so fragile. So fragile. Sorry, I'm probably shaking my whole table. I'm reaching far, sorry. Little bit of gesso, or matte medium. And as the name implies, it's matte, so it won't dry shiny, which is nice. Make it become one with the corrugated cardboard. And this one's from Hobby Lobby, but you can get whatever brand. You can buy it on Amazon. It's a pretty common art supply. Okay. That's what mine looks like. Master's touch. I'm actually going to squirt this with some water. I don't have a water in here at the moment for that to go into. And what else do we want? Probably could have just waited and done all of it at the same time, huh? I was just worried about that page. What did I do with my inker? Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Me brain. Yeah, we're getting rock for the front yard on Tuesday, so we need to, tomorrow we're going to lay down weed mat and all that fun stuff. My husband just has me do projects that I can do without killing my hands entirely. I want to help, you know, I don't want him to have to do all of it by himself. Just a little bit more of this. I am trying some turmeric. It's supposed to help with inflammation. Ginger and turmeric. I don't know. I'll let you guys know. I really don't want to take some medication for it, so I'm hoping I can come up with some other idea. Hopefully. Probably not, but... we shall see. Actually not feeling too bad today at all, which is nice. I've been sleeping with those braces on. I want to turn it this way. This one I'm just going to kind of crinkle, I think. That one's not nearly as fragile, which is nice. What else do I want on there? Kind of like the flowers. So I've got that rose I think I'm going to put on there. These are just those newer papers from Amazon. And by newer, I just mean they're not vintage or anything. But they were great because they look old and they're not. Okay, I think I'm going to put some gesso on. Gesso. I had a little page. What did I do? I don't know, but here's another one. Glue pages work good for this. This gesso is just about gone. So you can just put it thicker some spots, thin on other spots. Just adds, you know, a little bit of interest there. Because you can ink it more after, and then it kind of looks almost like a plaster or something, which is fun. Those little rubber spatulas work well for this too. So like, if you just want some littler spots or something, these work great. Better than my fingers, which is what I usually use. I'll still end up with it all over me, so it doesn't really matter what I do. Okay, that is going to have to dry. So I might pause a minute and get that dry and then come back. So I'll be right back. Okay, I am back, and I know it looks very different. That's because when I'm standing here waiting for stuff to dry, as I'm drying it with the heat gun, I think of stuff. So I put a piece of lace, and I'm sure you can kind of see it. It's hard to tell probably exactly what it is. And then blobs of the gesso to hold it down. Plus, I just, you know, wanted that look. I don't like how that one turned purple. I spritzed it with some walnut distress oxide spray, and most of it turned normal. But I think where it hit the gesso, it turned more purple, which I know it does lean towards kind of a purpley color when it oxidizes. But anyways, and then I took my little water bottle, because it's got the little dots on there, circle thing, and I used my walnut stain, dipped it in that, made a circle, another circle, put some up there, and dried it. So I'm going to put her here, so that purple spot is going to get covered. This was just some book page. You know, you can see it's kind of the end paper, and it was all messed up. So I put her on there and distressed it and all that. So she's going to go about right there. And then I have a rose that I'm going to put on as well. So yeah, sorry I did all that, but you know, it's got to dry. You know, if I'd have come back and done the lace, then I would have had to pause again. So anyway. And I don't know where, this might be from one of my digitals. It's not awful. It was just floating around in one of my little boxes, so I don't know. It's definitely a digital, I do know that, but. And then this is Tim Holtz. It definitely got very grungy, didn't it? That happens with me. I just want to do one little spritz of water on there to kind of get that going good. And another, this is one of the Tim Holtz teeny tiny little things. I like those. They're good for when you just need a little something. I put her on with PVA glue just because I think it'll hold it down better. Maybe just a little bit. I don't think that has anything wet. It's just got dried alcohol ink, distress oxide ink from all our projects lately, right? Stick down now, you little stinker. Doesn't want to. It's probably because of the lace underneath. It's like, I don't want to stick to that. That's where it's better if you use Fabri-Tac, but I just can't do it. It's all texture. That's all. I'm just a little kooky about texture. These, I'm going to put, I think, the rose. But I thought that 15-cent was kind of cool. Like the roses are 15 cents or something. And then, I don't know where to put this one. That'll work. We were really just going for color with this little guy. Whoopsie. Kind of want to see the scent sign, right? And I better do PVA with this too, because it's pretty thin paper. I want to make sure that all the little bits get glued well. How did I have, oh, not like that. More like something like that. Okay. That little corner just doesn't want to, just don't want to. That little bit of purple that's coming out from the Distress Oxide is actually not too bad with her because of the pinks and stuff. Not really what I was thinking originally, but you know, that's how it happens a lot of the time. Okay. I was going to use some different paper, but now that I'm doing this, I think I want to print out some of my pink grungy papers and use those, but I might go ahead and do some of these just to strengthen this, because I printed out different papers. And I kind of want to make sure these folds, I mean, this is new paper, so it should be fine, but just because it's so thin. So I'm going to go ahead and go over that with some other thin papers. Make these edges a little grungier. We don't really want to see the packaging underneath because it's too modern looking. If it was just the plain cardboard, it wouldn't be a big deal, but all right, I'm going to pause again for a minute because I got to print some stuff out. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. Sorry, that totally morphed right before my eyes. I had something entirely different planned for this. But then I started messing with the pink and making it grungy, and I'm like, So this is from my Ballerina kit. So are these. And then this is my grungy pink wallpaper kit. So that is what we're going to use, is bits and pieces from those things. I think I'm going to use this one first. And I don't want, I don't want to cover the whole thing. So sometimes it doesn't matter how much you plan, you know, it just, telling you, stuff talks to you. Tells you what it wants to do. And you just gotta listen. So where is the fold exactly here? I guess it doesn't matter because we have that paper on there. I do want to tear this kind of at an angle. Sort of thing. I need more junk out here because, let's face it, I don't have enough. It's crazy. Too many things. Not exactly sure how I got paper inside of my glue stick here, but I did. And I also got glue where I didn't want it. Sorry, that made me grit my teeth. Let's use our brush. Get it good and grungy. And I think we'll do a little gesso. If I can find my card. It's probably right in front of me, right? Oh, yeah, it is. Yeah, we're just going to have this problem of stuff needing to dry and what have you. Now, the one thing you do have to be careful with is go very lightly on the gesso on the paper, because the ink will come off. And that's a real bummer when that happens. It comes on into the gesso and turns it pink. Sorry, I just did not, the words did not form there. Because my brain was busy. And that doesn't usually look very good. I feel like you could write pretty well on there. And I want some bits of stuff hanging out over the edge. Like I said, I need some more stuff out here right now. Oh, darn. I forgot, and I put glue on the edge that's going to hang over. See how I am? It's alright, it'll dry. I just wish I'd quit doing that. This skirt. I did it again. Oy. Telling you. Some days. And then you come back on this side. I know that's wet right there. But we'll hold it. And we kind of roll it again, like I was talking about. If you go in that circular motion, gesso still wet on the front too. Oh, what is that? a blob of ink. Okay. Maybe just a little something else on there. So that paper is from Ballerina, just remember that. So don't get the pink, grungy pink wallpaper and think that one's in there, because it's in Ballerina. Just like to make sure you know. I know, it's this layering thing. It's never going to dry. I feel it. But it has to be done if you want that effect. I think we'll put this girl and her cat. This is My People of the Past. And I'll put all the digitals in the description box below this video. So if you're looking for them, always check the description box, because usually I do remember to put them there. Just if I don't, you can remind me. And plus, it's just a good place for a lot of information that all creators, not just me, might want you to see, or you might want to see. I'm going to put this little tiny Precious Memories on here. I don't want to use red again, so I'm just going to go around it with a little bit of black very lightly. Okay, I think I will leave y'all with that for today. So we did our got all the smoochy Gucci stuffs on there. That is our cover. Our little girl and her cat. So yes, we're getting quite grungy. We need to make sure that the pages don't stick together. That is something I need to be mindful of. I really like that effect on there though. So that rolling kind of, this sort of thing really makes that work well. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed that. I hope you have a fantastic rest of your day, and we'll chat again soon. Love ya. Bye.